There's something the Magi understood that so many of us have forgotten. They looked up at the night sky, the same sky shepherds watched over their flocks and ancient sailors trusted to guide them home, and they saw more than just distant points of light. They saw meaning, they saw a message, long before the first scrolls were ever written, before the prophets began to speak, even before ink ever touched paper. God was already speaking. He was already declaring and proclaiming his story through the very fabric of creation itself. Think about what Psalm 19 tells us. The heavens declare the glory of God. The skies proclaim the work of his hands. It goes on to say, day after day they pour forth speech. Night after night they reveal knowledge. And here's the most fascinating part. They have no speech, they use no words. No sound is heard from them. Yet their voice goes out into all the earth, their words to the ends of the world, silent yet speaking, wordless yet proclaiming, every single night to everyone, everywhere on the planet. The stars have been preaching a sermon far longer than any human ever has, and they weren't just declaring. They were waiting. The Apostle Paul, in Romans chapter 8, gives us this incredible image. He says that all of creation waits in eager expectation, groaning as in the pains of childbirth. This isn't a picture of meaningless suffering or random chaos. It's the groan of anticipation, a pain filled with hope, because something new, something world-changing, was about to be born. It's as if the entire universe has been holding its breath since the dawn of creation, waiting for that one singular moment. Waiting for heaven to step down into earth, waiting for God not just to speak to humanity, but to become human. God once asked Job this haunting, profound question: can you bring forth the constellations in their seasons? This suggests that the patterns we see in the night sky weren't just a random cosmic accident. They were placed there intentionally, moving according to a divine timetable, a celestial clock counting down to a pivotal moment in history. For thousands of years, ancient cultures looked up and saw more than stars. They saw a story unfolding across the heavens. They saw a story of a promised one, of sacrifice, of ultimate victory, and of a king who would one day reign over everything. Now, I'm not here to tell you exactly what to believe about astrology or the zodiac, but I want you to consider this. What if God, in his infinite creativity, painted the outline of the story of redemption across the canvas of the night sky? What if he did this so that every generation, in every corner of the globe, could look up and know deep in their souls that something was coming? So that no one would have an excuse to say they didn't know. The message was written in a universal language that everyone could understand just by looking up. And when the moment finally arrived, when the divine clock struck the appointed hour, creation did not stay silent. A star appeared, a singular, brilliant, unmistakable star. And far away from the religious center of Jerusalem, a group of men who watched the heavens, who studied its movements, recognized the sign. These Magi, these wise men from the East, didn't have the Hebrew scriptures. They didn't have the lineage of the prophets, but they had something that proved to be even more powerful. They had hunger. This deep spiritual longing carried them farther than mere knowledge ever could. They embarked on a long, perilous journey, not because they were searching for a new religion or a better system of belief. They were searching for a person. They were searching for him. And the Bible tells us that when they finally found the child, they rejoiced with exceedingly great joy. Their search was over, not because they suddenly had all the answers to life's mysteries, but because they had found the one their souls had been longing for all along. Meanwhile, back in Jerusalem, the very people who had the scriptures, who knew the prophecies inside and out, somehow missed him. The king had arrived in their own city, and they were completely oblivious. How does something like this happen? It happens when genuine hunger for God is replaced with a desire for control. It happens when childlike wonder is replaced with cold, sterile management. It happens when knowing about God becomes a substitute for actually seeking God. Think about our world today. We have more access to information than any generation in human history. We have more sermons, more books, more podcasts, more online content than we could consume in 1,000 lifetimes. We have an abundance of knowledge at our fingertips. And yet, for so many, that deep, gut-level ache for God, that longing that says there has to be more than this, has faded. We've become comfortable, content with the information we have, and we've stopped being hungry for the one the information is all about. The Magi followed a star that it seems no one else even noticed. They left behind the comfort of their homes, the certainty of their lives, and their professional reputations, all to chase a light in the sky. Why? Because true hunger will always lead you beyond what feels safe and predictable. It will always call you out of your comfort zone. It's a holy dissatisfaction that propels you forward into the unknown. And look at what they did when they finally found him. They didn't stand there and analyze him. They didn't debate the theological implications of his birth. They didn't try to fit him into their preconceived boxes. The scripture says they simply bowed down, opened their treasures, and they worshipped. That's what real hunger does. It leads you to a place of humility, and it empties your hands of your own treasures so that your heart can be filled with his presence. Maybe that's what the stars have been trying to tell us all along. Look up. Look beyond your circumstances, beyond your routines, beyond what you can control. Stay hungry. Never lose that longing for more of him. And remember that he is not far away. He is here. He has come. And here's the beautiful conclusion to the story. Anyone who truly finds him, anyone who encounters the living God, becomes a star themselves. They begin to light up the darkness around them, reflecting his glory, unable to contain the joy of that discovery. Just like that star that guided the Magi, our lives can become a signpost, a beacon of hope, pointing others to the one who is the true light of the world. Thank you for watching. If this resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content like this.